Right, I'm ill as fuck, so if I sound a bit clapped. But I watched Avatar 2. Let's talk about it. It's a sequel to 2009's Avatar. That shit came out in 2009. I was 9 years old when I watched that film, and now I've got a beard. A long time has passed, but you know, we finally got it, so yeah, we're here. So Avatar: The Way of Water is directed by James Cameron. So I watched the film at the IMAX in 3D, and I was sat like right in the middle, so I got to fully immerse myself in that shit. I was right there. And the film looks incredible. And I watched it at 48 frames per second. I don't know if all of the screenings of the film are going to be like that. And they did this a few years ago with The Hobbit. I watched that version and the film looked pretty shit. It looked like a TV show. So I was a bit skeptical about watching Avatar in 48 frames per second, but it really worked for the film. It was smooth as fuck. There was no sort of distortion or anything. Even during the action scenes, it was very smooth sailing. Everything was clear to see. Now, I'm going to get straight into the visuals because I think that's one of the biggest selling points of the film. It's why a lot of people are going to watch it, and it looks beautiful, bro. It looks beautiful. But from the start, you're just thrown straight into Pandora and it looks mesmerizing. It was crazy. The visuals are unlike anything you've ever seen in your life. If you thought Avatar was good back in 2009, this is crazy good. Which is to be expected. I mean, it's like 13 years later, but still, the world of Pandora looked insane. There's so many lingering shots of the city, a lot of wide shots sort of, you know, allowing you to take in the views. It really is a spectacle to behold. The 3D was sick as well. I fully thought 3D had stopped. I didn't even know it was a thing anymore. So I was a bit apprehensive when I had to put the 3D glasses on, but that shit looks so real. There's times where there's like dust particles and like bits of ash that are just, you know, coming at the screen, and it looks so good. All I can say is, if you're going to watch this film, watch it in 3D if you can. I think that is the best experience you can watch for the film, and it... what the f... Now, getting into the story, I'm going to try and keep it as vague as possible. I don't like really giving away too many details. I watched the trailer after I watched the film, and the trailer doesn't give away a lot, so I'm not going to give away a lot. But a substantial amount of time has passed since the events of Avatar 1. Jake and Neytiri have got 4 kids now. Life's good. Jake's trying to balance the responsibility of being a leader, but also being a dad. You know, things are going smooth, and then the Sky people come back, and stuff goes down. That's all I'm going to really say about the plot, because I don't like to spoil anything. But at its core, this film is a family drama. It's a very emotional family But at its core, this film is a drama. It's a very family-orientated, emotional, suspenseful drama where you're with these characters on their journey, and I think it pays off. The film took up... Cut. I don't want to say the film was slow, because I think, obviously, a lot of the film is just build up to where we get to. The film is called The Way of Water, so you know they're going to have to learn the way of water. So, you know, there's a lot of time given to that plot line, and that shit's all good, don't get me wrong. But when the film really kicks off, there's like a moment that happens in the film where it sets off the course for the rest of it. And I'd say for like the last half of the film, it's just non-stop drama. That's the only word I can use. So yeah, it definitely pays off. There's a lot of time given to the world and the characters, but when all the shit goes down, shit goes down. I thought the acting was good. I'm not going to start getting into all the names and stuff. I can't be arsed. Obviously, you have Sam Worthington as Sully and Zoe Saldana as Neytiri, and they were both good. Neytiri isn't in the film as much as she was in Avatar 1. Here, she kind of gets sidelined, but they have 4 kids. They need to bleed the new generation of characters in. Obviously, Jake gets his screen time. He is the main character, but it's also a coming of age story for his kids, you know, how they're coming into the world, what they're dealing with. And there's like 4 more sequels lined up for this series, so you know eventually the kids are gonna take over that mantelpiece. You know, they're gonna be front and center. I really like the storyline with the kids. They're dealing with their own stuff, and as the film is called Way of the Water, they have to learn the way of the water, and a lot of that is through the kids' eyes. You know, taking in the new world, connecting with this new civilization, and really bonding with their animals. It's all very native Indian type, circle of life. The animals and the people are one, you know. So yeah, it was nice to see. The kids get a lot of screen time, and I enjoyed when they were on the screen. They didn't bore me, they didn't annoy me. Yes, I would have liked to see Neytiri more. That is one of my sort of critiques, because I love Zoe Saldana, but she still has her moments, don't get it twisted. There's obviously quite a bit of action in the film, but like I've said, it is a drama. It's not like the fighting's on the forefront. But when it happens, it was good. Like I said, you know, the 48 frames per second made it very smooth. It was an enjoyable watch. No, you know what I mean? None of that shit. Your eyes were nice, adjusted. Yeah, I like the action. In terms of like actual negatives, there was just one character who was burning my head. He was a human character. I don't know if he was Australian or New Zealand-ish. New Zealandan? But he just seemed like a big caricature. He was very animated, very annoying. Some dumb one-liners. He was really pissing me off, but in terms of negatives, that's about it. Now, obviously the main question will be, is the film worth it? The original film came out 13 years ago. I remember nothing was coming out about it, no information, and it just got to the point where I was like, James, let it go, bro. Let it go. But we got it. And I would say, if you weren't a fan of the first film, I don't think this film's going to win you over. It isn't spectacular. It's not going to convert you into an Avatar fan. But if you enjoyed the first film, if you fuck with the world of Pandora, you're gonna really enjoy this film. In terms of just how far technology has come, it's incredible. It's crazy what he was able to achieve. And to give James Cameron his flowers, he knows how to make a good sequel. Aliens, Terminator 2, Avatar 2, they're all very good, and I did actually like this film better than the first one. I just have a thing for tense family dramas. Give me that emotion. If Avatar 2 is going to look this good, then I wonder how the sequels are going to look. That's all I've got to say, because the technology is only going to get better. Now, I know this review is a bit different compared to my other two. I've kind of skimmed over the storyline and the acting, and I haven't even touched on the music. All of it was great. I really enjoyed it. I just don't really want to say too much, because I think the main selling point of Avatar 2 will be the visuals, the visual storytelling, and the premise of the film, you know, the world of Pandora and what that entails. I'm very excited to watch this film again, just so I can immerse myself. So yeah, overall, I really enjoyed Avatar: The Way of Water, and in terms of like a cinematic experience, this is definitely the best one I've had in a few years, I'd say. I had a good time with it, and I want to see the other sequels. I want to see where the story goes. I like the characters. I'm invested in them. I like the world as well. Like, man, this film is... Pandora just looks insane. So overall, I would give Avatar an 8 out of 10. It was a jaw-dropping watch, and I'm excited for more. Thanks for watching this video. I'm eternally grateful. I always appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one.